Hello everyone, this is Sharita back again with the College 101 series. I'm coming back to let you know that your first installment of the College 101 series is going to be about setting goals. However, before I get started, I'm just going to go over a few little housekeeping issues, some issues of protocol, so to speak. Just wanted to let you know that I will be posting my weekly videos on Tuesday. So Tuesdays a day, I have decided to do the videos, so look forward to them weekly. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, College 101, and that way you'll make sure that you'll get, once you subscribe, you usually get notifications about when the videos are posted and everything. So that was just a little housekeeping matter I want to get out of the way. But today's first video of the College 101 series is going to be about setting goals. Now, I know y'all are probably saying, we've heard this before. We know that we're supposed to be setting goals. Why are you talking to us about goals? Well, goals are very, very important. Once you have a goal in mind, once you have set your game plan, things like that is very important. So that is one of the reasons why I decided to choose this. I want to make sure you have a good foundation to build upon. The videos that are coming, they're going to be kind of sequential in nature. They're going to be building upon each other, and you will probably hear me referring back to what were your goals, what was your game plan. Anything you do in life, whether just even despite in college, once you get in your career, once you get into your family, your future, all that kind of stuff, you have to have goals set, and you got to know how to set goals so that you can achieve them and so that they can be effective for you. So we're going to talk about goals and why you should do it. First of all, when you set your goals, it is the key to success. It helps you stay motivated. It helps you stay on track. Everyone should be setting goals for yourself. I use the example, say for instance, you decided you were going on vacation and you were planning a trip. In order to plan that trip, you have to know where you're going, how you're going to get there, how long you're going to stay there, what you're going to do when you get there. All that kind of stuff is making preparations for your trip, making preparations for what you're going to do. So in the same way you would plan for a trip, you wouldn't just up and go. I mean, maybe sometimes you would just up and go on a trip, but the same way you would make preparations, say if you were going on a trip to Hawaii, you need to make preparations and plans for your life, for your career, so that you can stay on track. Now, before we start talking about the goals, I want to give you a few statistics, few college statistics that hopefully will kind of wake you up a little bit and let you know why it's so very important to set goals. Some of you might be saying, my goal is to go to college. And that's great. I'm happy for you if that is your goal. I'm all for you going to college. But I hope you have a game plan that outlines it a little bit better about what you're going to do when you get to college, what you're going to major in, how long is it going to take for you to complete that degree, all that kind of stuff. So if going to college is your goal, then that's great. But let me read you a few statistics before we continue. All right, so now, this is a disclaimer. Remember, I did this research a few years ago. I didn't look it up to see what the current statistics are. So, but I'm pretty sure they are probably about the same, if not higher. But anyway, it says statistics say that 70% of high school graduates, so first you got to graduate from high school. So 70% of high school graduates enroll in college within 2 years of graduating from high school. So that's pretty good. Most of y'all that graduate from high school end up going to college in 2 years. Now, here's the other part. It says that more than half of all students who start college leave without getting a degree or a certificate. So, all those people who have goals of going to college, all of you who actually get into college, all of you who actually end up going to college, half of you are going to leave college without a degree or a certificate to show for it. All you'll have to show is a bunch of student loans. So that's why it's important to set goals. Now, statistics are even higher for community colleges. They say 75% of people who enroll into community colleges end up leaving without a degree or a certificate. Now, we're going to talk about the different types of colleges, community colleges versus a four-year university, things like that. But basically, a community college is a two-year school where you can get like certification in something, or you get your associate's degree. But we'll talk about the different degrees as well, associates versus bachelor's versus certifications versus masters, PhDs, things like that. So we'll talk about the different degrees later. But basically, community college is like a two-year school. So 75% of those people in community college, they don't finish. And keep in mind, community college is 2 years. So that's not good. Now, they also have statistics about low-income students and people who they are the first in their families to go to college. They say despite having high aspirations, people who come from low incomes or are the first ones in their families to go to college are usually largely underrepresented on the college campuses. And they believe that is due to they have the lack of guidance in order to prepare for college. And if that is you, I'm hoping that these videos will serve to help you better navigate the college world, college life, the whole college process. Know that you are not alone. I understand you might not have anyone to help you with your questions, help you overcome the obstacles and any struggles, any roadblocks that you might encounter. But hopefully these videos will be helpful for you to give you some more information. All right, so this is why it's important to set goals, because you don't want to be one of those statistics that don't finish school. Anything you do, you basically have to have a plan, and all a goal is a plan. It's your dream with a plan. That's all it is. So if you have a dream of being a nurse, a teacher, whatever it is your dream is, you need to set some goals and basically make a plan for your life. Now, let's talk about goals. There are long-term goals and there are short-term goals. Now, I know it's probably self-explanatory, but I'm going to go over it just in case to make sure everybody is on the same page. So, long-term goals take a longer time to achieve. They also usually consist of your shorter goals. So, your long-term goal, say if you're a high school senior, your long-term goal could be graduating from college, okay? That's a long-term goal because it takes a while to do. However, within that goal, you should have some short-term goals, okay? So a short-term goal is something that can be achieved in a shorter period of time. And that could be, if you're a high school senior, maybe it's graduating from high school or getting A's and B's this semester in high school in order to graduate. So those are your short-term goals. They also say your goals need to be what they use the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and I'm going to go over that. The S in SMART stands for specific. You need to get specific about your goals. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing it? Why are you doing it? When are you going to do it? So, same thing with regards to college. What college are you going to? Why are you going to that college? Does it fall in line with your goal? When do you feel like you're going to finish college? Because you don't want to be one of those people you want to try and finish college within 4 years. You don't want to be one of those people on the 5 or 6 year plan if you're attending a 4-year school. The sooner you get out of college during the time frame that they set for you, which is typically 4 years, the better. And we'll go into that as well, because you'll have lots and lots of student loan debt if you're just there wasting your time. And that's another thing. If you have a goal in mind and you know what you want to do, you don't have to spend time trying to figure it out in college, having to change your major or anything like that. because you didn't have a good goal, and now you change your major and you find out, oh, since I changed my major, now I'm gonna have to be at school another year, and that's another year you're not working. That's another year you're accumulating more student loan debt. So that is why it's important to have goals. But anyway, the S in SMART for SMART goals stands for specific. The M in SMART stands for measurable. You should have a way to keep track of your goals and make sure that you're attaining them. Is it measurable? So say for instance, you said your goal is to go to college. Well, here it is, you graduated from high school and now it's 3 years down the road and you're still not in college yet. Um, yeah, you might have wanted to try to keep track of that a little bit better. Now, that's not to say you can't go to college if you've been out of high school for 3 years or however long. Yes, you can. But if your initial goal was to go to college right after high school, it didn't quite work out. So you have to have a way to check your progress to make sure you're progressing with your goal and making sure you're on the way to accomplish your goal. So your goal should be measurable. The A in SMART stands for attainable, meaning how can you reach that goal? What are you going to be doing to achieve that goal? Like if you were in high school, first you gotta, in order to graduate from high school, if that's one of your short-term goals, you gotta get good grades. You gotta take the necessary classes in order to graduate. Same thing for college. You eventually have to pick a major. You have to do well in that major and in those classes in order to graduate. So you need to set goals that are attainable. And the R in SMART stands for realistic. Are your goals realistic? Let's say, for instance, you said you wanted to go to college and you want to go to a 4-year school, and you decide, I'm going to graduate in 2 years from a 4-year school. That is probably, it really isn't realistic. There's no way you can graduate from a 4-year school in 2 years unless you're some kind of genius or something. So that's not very realistic. It's also not realistic to say that you're going to get a doctorate's degree in 4 years or a lawyer's degree in 4 years or something like that. So I know a lot of you may have some misconceptions about different careers and career choices, and you go to college and you think that the 4-year degree that you get is all that you need in order to work in your field, and sadly that is not the case. So however, if you had set your goals, did your research and all that kind of stuff, laid out your plan, you would have realized in order for me to work in this field, I need to have a 4-year degree, then I have to go on and get another 2-year degree, and on top of that I need to have experience doing work in the field or something like that. So be realistic. Be realistic with yourself. Know what you're getting into. So you can help achieve your goals. And it's all about having a plan. Now, the T in SMART is you need to have, your goals need to be time specific. You need to put a date on when you want to do something. For the same reason, like you don't want to be in college 5 and 6 years still working on your goal. I mean, for people who are, I admire your perseverance. But if you have a good plan, hopefully you won't have to go through that. If you talk to people who've been in school 5-6 years for a 4-year degree, I'm sure they're not going to encourage you to do that. Although, I mean, and it's not to say that it's a bad thing if that happens to you, but I'm pretty sure if you talk to someone, they're not going to encourage you like, oh yeah, this was the best time of my life or whatever. When I spent 6 years in school, that should have taken 4. So you need to make sure your goals are time specific. Okay. I wanted to talk about career goals, but like I said, I've been trying to keep my videos brief, and I'm already at about 15 minutes. I can't believe I've been talking for almost 15 minutes. So I think I'm going to save the career goals for the next video, because that's when I kind of get into the meat and potatoes of stuff. And I'm also going to be talking to you about like choosing a career and things like that. This next video is kind of like what I'm really excited about, and hopefully can help some people. Hopefully I won't talk too long where that has to be 2 videos too. But so yeah, next video is going to be career goals and helping you to choose a career, help you try and decide what career might be best for you, things like that. But I think I'm going to stop it right here with the goals. Remember, it's good to set goals. It lays the foundation. It gives you the groundwork for what you need to work for. And it just helps you better navigate everything. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Once again, my name is Sharita. My channel is College 101. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone who has shown me support, especially my Facebook friends, things like that. Thank you to everyone who has shared the videos. I really appreciate your support from everyone. So tell your friends about it and subscribe to my channel. If you see something that you like, if you like the video, like the video. If you have any comments, put the comments in the comment section. And I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, I'm going to be posting the videos on Tuesdays. All right, so until next time, y'all take care. All right, bye-bye.